For this assignment, the first exercise I chose is a progression towards a standard crunch. Here I am in the stabilization, core stabilization phase, in which I am focusing on tightening my stomach and my glutes in order to brace my spine. So going through some breathing techniques and really focusing on tightening the core through that tightening of the stomach and the glutes. So there's little to no movement through the spine and pelvic at this time. This transfers over to what you see here. Forgive me for my arm swinging. My core is not that strong. So that is our strength phase, in which we involve more musculature. Now, getting into more of a power phase of that, we can use a medicine ball for an external load overhead. So pretty much getting more musculature involved with an overhead throw, greater force, and a greater power movement. The next exercise will be a standing exercise in which I will hold for stabilization purposes. I'm going to hold this medicine ball further away from my body, practicing the same stabilization techniques mentioned before. Squeezing my stomach, belly button, trying to push that belly button towards the spine, and squeezing my glutes, trying to make sure from pelvic to top of the spine everything should stay the same as if I was standing without an external load held out in front of me. This will translate over to a strength exercise. So I'm going to also start with the load away from my body, squeezing my stomach and glutes, just as before, and now I chose a diagonal rotational exercise for strength purposes. So same thing, transferring from the strength to a power technique. Very similar exercise. Now we're going to incorporate and ask the musculature to produce more power and more force here.